Hello everyone and welcome to a very festive LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a fantastic set that was very kindly provided by the kind folks over at LEGO in time for Christmas. This is going to be, as I said, a very festive LEGO Star Wars review, and LEGO even went to the added extent of gift wrapping this one in the spirit of Christmas. So really can't wait to show this one to you. It's a fantastic set, and do be warned, there are plenty of spoilers in this review. Now you may be wondering why that is. Well, it's because in this review we're going to be taking a look at this set, the LEGO Star Wars 2014 Advent Calendar. This is a really cool set, and hopefully it's going to be a tradition that I'll be doing each and every year moving forward. First and foremost, this is indeed set number 75056. The Advent Calendar currently retails at $24.99 and it consists of 274 pieces. So the price per brick ratio is definitely there. It's a great value for money set, and as you can see from the artwork on the front of the box, we do get a wide variety of minifigures, mini kits and accessories with this one. So it's definitely a worthy purchase. As I said, there are going to be spoilers in this review, so if you don't want to know what's inside the Advent Calendar, then please turn off this video now because you have been warned. I'm going to be showing you the entire contents of this one. Not going to be showing you them in any particular order, I'm not going to be saying this comes behind door 1, this comes behind door 2. I'm just going to split these reviews up into categories, so I'm going to give you a look at the minifigures and also the mini kits that are included in this set. So I hope you're going to really enjoy this video, guys, and as I said, I'm doing this one sort of in advance, just before we hit December, mainly because if you do want to pick this one up, whether it's for yourself or your little ones, then you'll get a look at what's inside it and you'll be able to see whether it's worth purchasing or not. But let me tell you, it's very cool, and for you minifigure collectors out there, you're going to absolutely love this set. So let's crack on with the review. As you can see, this is of course the box that the Advent Calendar comes in. And as I mentioned earlier, you do have some fantastic artwork on the front of the box, which does depict not only some of the minifigures that we get in the set, but some of the small kits as well. One of the really nice touches on the box that I like is the fact that it says on the gift tag, "To Luke from Dad." Bit of an inside joke there, very cool. Got the LEGO Star Wars logo at the top there, and on the reverse side we do indeed have not only an image of the Advent Calendar itself, but as you can see there, a bit of a plug that if you go to lego.com/Star Wars, then you can indeed check out a video each day, or each week, sorry, that will show not only just LEGO videos, but you've got some videos that will feature some of these sets as well, I believe. So be sure to head over there, and as always, there's a link in the video description. So there we go, that is the box for the Advent Calendar. Obviously it does indeed open up to reveal the doors. If we flip it upside down, as you can see, this flap comes undone, and we have not only a playmat where you can display some of your figures and kits, but we also have all the doors to the Advent Calendar as well. So let's jump in and take a look at the contents of this one. As I said, spoiler alert, please turn off this video now if you do not want to know what is inside. So we'll kick things off with the minifigures, and the first one that we get in this set is this guy, the Super Battle Droid. Now, I'm at a point with my LEGO Star Wars collection where I own about 7,000 of these guys, but it's a nice addition nonetheless, mainly because our clone troopers and all that sort of stuff, our Jedi, they're going to need something to fight during the festive season, and what better way to do that than by including a Super Battle Droid. Very cool figure, definitely some fantastic and much needed cannon fodder. So there he is, that's the Super Battle Droid, figure number 1. The next figure that we have is this guy, Luke Skywalker. Now this is a really cool figure, brand new to the set I believe. He's either brand new to the set or he is indeed a repack of the Mos Eisley Cantina Luke Skywalker figure that was recently released. As you can see, he does feature a brand new head, so he's a bit of an update over the figure released in the Millennium Falcon. As you can see, on one side of the face he does have a wide-eyed smirk, and if we flip the hair around, on the other side he's got a much more stern and concerned, sort of my aunt and uncle have just died in a fire sort of look on his face. Sorry about the dark joke there. But very cool figure nonetheless, and we do get some accessories for Luke in the Advent Calendar as well, so I'll show you those in just a little bit. The next figure that we have is a very cool army builder, and it comes in the form of this guy, the TIE Fighter pilot. Now this is the same TIE Fighter pilot figure that was released in the LEGO Microfighters TIE Interceptor, and as you can see he does feature some fantastic printing, not only on the legs but on the torso as well. As you can see you've got that chest box and apparatus, and he's got a really cool helmet as well, with the Imperial cog emblems on the top. Obviously the helmet is removable, and underneath is the look of a slightly disgruntled TIE Fighter pilot. He's definitely got coal in his stocking for Christmas this year, so he's not happy about that. A very cool figure to be included nonetheless, and if you've got the LEGO Death Star, you can add this guy in there, have him wandering around the hangar. So that's a TIE Fighter pilot. Next we do get some Hoth themed figures, and the first one is this guy, the Snowspeeder pilot, or as you and I both know, this is of course Dak Ralter. And you can tell that by the markings on the helmet. You've got the blue Rebel insignias there. And also I do believe that this is the same figure that was released in the Snowspeeder set that was just released a few months ago. So for those of you that already have a Snowspeeder, you know, that aren't planning on picking up that set, getting the advent calendar is a great way to add this figure to your collection without owning yet another Snowspeeder. As you can see, printed on this guy is fantastic. You've got all the flight harnesses and cables there. Got a very cool expression on the face, which is reversible if we flip the helmet around. Got another expression on the other side. As you can see, that torso printing continues onto the back of the figure. So very, very cool. Very welcome addition to my collection as well. The next minifigure that we get is another Hoth themed figure, and that's this guy, General Raiken. General Raiken is the rebel officer that we see in Echo Base. He is the one that wishes Han Solo well just before he leaves, or plans to leave. This figure is a repack from the 2013 Battle of Hoth set, so if you've got that one, then this one will be a little bit of a disappointment. Although, if you remember correctly, back to the 2013 Battle of Hoth set, that one did come with a few spare Hoth Trooper headgear. So, you know, you can swap those out with the hairpiece and have yourself a brand new Hoth Trooper. So, not a bad figure at all, really. Very, very cool looking indeed. The next figure that we have, once again, is Hoth themed, and it comes in the form of an Imperial Snowtrooper. Now, once again, like with General Raiken, this is a repack from an earlier set. Sadly, it's not the updated Snowtrooper that we saw in sets such as the AT-AT and the aforementioned Rebel Snowspeeder, but it's a cool figure nonetheless, and as you can see, he's got some fantastic printing on the torso. Helmet and backpack can be removed, and on the other side of the face there, we do indeed have a human portrait with some more torso printing on the back. So very, very cool indeed. There we go, that's a Snowtrooper. Next, we have some festive themed minifigures, and these come in the form of this guy, the Christmas astromech droid. As you can see, the dome on this droid has indeed been styled in the form of a Christmas tree, so you've got some baubles and tinsel hanging from his head. He's got a Jedi holocron sat on the top there, and as you can see, all the usual printing details of the astromechs on the torso. Very, very nice figure indeed. And as I said in last year's advent calendar review, you know, these festive themed figures make for fantastic desk toys, so I can't wait to add this one to my workstation during the festive season. So that's the astromech droid, the Christmas tree astromech droid. Next we have a very festive themed clone trooper, as you can see, with a cup of eggnog at the ready and his festive hat on. Very, very cool figure indeed. Like with Luke Skywalker, we do get some additional accessories for this guy in the advent calendar, and again I'll show you those in just a little bit. But a very cool figure, and definitely one of the highlights from the overall advent calendar. And the final festive figure that we get with this set is the real highlight of the 2014 advent calendar, and it's a continuation of a yearly trend, and that is the festive Darth Vader. Last year we saw the festive Jango Fett, the year before that we saw the festive Darth Maul, and this is a great continuation of that theme with a festive Darth Vader. As you can see, fantastic Christmas printing on the torso there. Even got some gifts on his utility belt, and he's got a gift sack as well, and a red cape. Very, very cool indeed. Really like this figure. Of course, the helmet can be removed, and underneath we have the scarred and worn face of Anakin Skywalker, probably from jumping through one too many chimneys on Christmas Eve. So very cool figure indeed. Definitely the highlight of this set for me. And as I said, we do get some fantastic minifigures with this set. So moving on now, we're going to take a look at the mini kits that we get in the set. As I said, we do get an assorted variety of vehicles with this one. Some from the prequel era, some from the original trilogy as well. So we'll start with the prequels. And the first one we have is this one, the Republic Y-Wing. This is of course the Y-Wing as it is seen during the Clone Wars animated series. It's got the yellow body coverings. Only uses a few pieces to build this one, but very, very cool nonetheless. And if you're building up a diorama or a mock, which stands for my own creation, then you can use these very small vehicles as distance pieces. You know, set these up at the back of your scene or diorama, and they make for fantastic sort of horizon pieces that look like they're flying off in the distance. So that's the Y-Wing. Next we have Anakin Skywalker's Jedi Interceptor. Once again only made of a few pieces, but again very, very cool and true to the design of the vehicle from the show. Next up we have some Separatist vehicles, and these come in the form of the Vulture Droid, which is very, very cool because it does indeed incorporate some of the features from the actual Vulture Droid. Obviously, as you see it there, it's in flight mode, although if we swivel the legs around, we can have this one in walking mode as well. So it's really nice that they integrated those features into these really small sets. Very creative on the part of LEGO. And the next Separatist vehicle that we get is this one, the AAT tank. Once again styled from the Clone Wars due to the colour scheme. Again, nice and true to the vehicle seen in the show. Next up we have some sets from the original trilogy. And the first one is this, the Snowspeeder. Not the Snowspeeder, my apologies, the Landspeeder, as seen in A New Hope. This is definitely one of the most accurate of the small vehicles included in the Advent calendar. Really do like this one. And it's just a shame that it doesn't act as more of a sort of mini rig or microfighter for Luke, because he would have looked great sat in there rather than stood. Very cool indeed. Really like that vehicle. Definitely a highlight of the set. Next we have the Imperial TIE Fighter, which I'm pretty sure has been released at some point in the past as a polybag. I may be mistaken, but I'm sure this one was exclusive to Toys R Us or the LEGO store at some point. So it's great to have it again, and once again it's nice and accurate given the small amount of pieces used. Next up we have the Rebel Snowspeeder. Very cool once again, will look great in a Hoth diorama. Got the harpoon cables on the back there, the engines and the blasters. Very, very cool indeed. And finally we have the very cool Imperial Shuttle. Now, like with the Vulture Droid, this does indeed factor in some of the actual features from the Imperial Shuttle. Obviously the wings can be folded up, so you can have this one in either flight or landing mode. And then you've got that very cool sort of translucent blue piece at the back there to represent the engines. So a very cool vehicle indeed. Really love this one. As I said, we do indeed get some sort of cannons and accessories with this one as well. And the first is this one. Now, it's not a cannon or an accessory, but it does make for a cool diorama piece, you know, if you're building a Lars homestead or a cantina. This is of course a moisture evaporator seen on Tatooine, and this does work really well with Luke Skywalker. So perhaps the most uninteresting set from the Advent calendar, but cool nonetheless. Next we have sort of an E-web cannon, which as you can see does indeed feature a firing stud at the front. Just press the trigger and the stud will fire. You've also got a blaster pistol on there, and if we take one of our minifigures we can indeed have him holding on to the cannon itself. It's very, very cool indeed. Obviously the rebels are going to need something to fight back against the Imperial cannons, and we do get that in the form of this one. Once again features the stud firing piece at the top, and as you can see this is of course for the rebels to counteract the attack from the Imperials. Once again a blaster pistol included. Very, very cool. Next up we have the AV-7 anti-vehicle cannon from the Clone Wars. You can see these in action on the Battle of Christophsis. Very, very cool set indeed. Obviously with a pivoting cannon on the top and a clear stand as well. Really cool indeed. We also get some accessories, as I said, in this one, and these come in the form of a weapons rack, which does indeed feature 2 blaster rifles and a helmet for our Festive clone trooper. So if you don't want to have this guy running around in his silly season hat, then you can replace those with a helmet and blasters. So very cool that LEGO gave us that option. Really nice indeed. Next up we have a Festive speeder bike, which, as you can see, does feature a blaster pistol and a gift sack on the back. So if we take, for example, Dak Rolter, you know, you can sit him on there and have him delivering presents across the galaxy. Very, very cool indeed. The final Festive accessory that we get in this one is this set. This is, of course, a fireplace, and as you can see, it does act as a storage unit for 2 lightsabers, one for Luke and one for Darth Vader. Also on the mantelpiece there we do have a Jedi holocron, and in the bottom there we've got the fire burning away. Really, really cool that they decided to include all these extra accessories for our minifigures. You know, I'm really happy about that. I think it's a great addition to the advent calendar. So obviously you can set up Darth Vader there with his lightsaber. You can proceed to take Luke's out as well, and place Luke's lightsaber in his hand like so. Have them dueling away at Christmas time. Of all times, you know, it's time for family, Luke. Darth, settle your differences. So there we go. That is just about it for the LEGO Star Wars 2014 Advent Calendar. I think and I hope that I've covered everything that's included in this one. Once again, apologies if you didn't want to see what was inside it, but I did warn you prior to the review that there would be spoilers. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed having a look at this one. Once again, a big thanks goes out to the guys over at LEGO for providing it for this review. And as I said, I wanted to do this a little bit in advance, you know, before we hit December, just for you guys to decide whether or not this is worth the purchase. Although in my opinion, it definitely is, especially if you are a diorama builder or a minifigure collector. So there we go, guys. That is the 2014 LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar. Once again, set number 75056, and it's available in store now for $24.99. So thank you for watching this review, guys. Hopefully I will be back in time for Christmas to give you a look at some more products. So until then, as always, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.